folks, I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the 1000 Toys Battle Mode Iron Giant. Alright, my zillions, very happy to finally get this one. It kind of dropped when I wasn't buying anything, finally. I think it was delayed for quite a bit. At least here in the US. I think it might have been out overseas in December, but definitely was delayed here. For whatever reason, but I'm glad to finally have gotten it. I picked it up on Amazon. You know, I was like really waiting for the DST stuff, and I'm like looking around for them and seeing them, you know, because I wasn't sure, and now, you know, like I did get the gallery statue and stuff from DST, but I was unsure, so I was looking around for them if I was gonna get any of that, and this guy came up, and I was like, oh man, I totally forgot about this. And as a big Iron Giant fan and a fan of the first version of this from 1000 Toys, I really, really wanted to get this. So it's a little pricey, but here it is, and let's do this review. For extra accessories, all this Iron Giant comes with is a pair of extra hands. Well, it's not even a pair of extra hands. Well, it's a pair because it's two, but it's both left hands. So you get two extra left hands here. One is, you know, more splayed out than the other. If you see that, the fingers are done a little bit differently. The fingers are spread out here and not so much there. So if you want a little more dynamic, you know, posing with your Iron Giant, there you go. Out like that, no problem. Pop it in, there you go. Here's the fist hand, looking very nice, two-toned. So I'll just leave this one on because I do like that. Articulation on this Iron Giant, the mouth opens. It's on a hinge. The head has a beautiful feeling hinge joint at the very back here. Really, really smooth. And then the neck moves in two spots down here. And you see a hinge right there. So awesome. And of course, if you didn't see my original Iron Giant review, you know, this is new to you. Really fluid joint up top here, beautiful, as well as a nice rounded waist joint. Everything flows excellently. You have a hinge, you have a swivel here at the shoulder. I like how it moves. I like that there's this part here that blocks that and that. So it feels different. It's really, really, really cool. You do have a bicep swivel right in here. And then you have a single hinge at the elbow, but you can swivel this front part there. The gun doesn't do anything else. Well, oh yeah, these tentacles do move. And you can take the tentacles out, you know, if you want. They come out. So, yep, there's that. And then for the other hand, actually, I'm sorry, you swivel there, you have a hinge, and you have a swivel. The legs are on like these giant ball pegs here, and this one tends to pop out a little bit easy. This one, not so much. I don't remember my original one doing that. Let's check it out. Do experimentation right now. No, it does. Wow, for some reason, this, oh, now this one popped out. I don't remember having those problems, but maybe I did. So yeah, there's that. But it's tight. It's not like it's loose. It's tight. It feels good. You can swivel it. It's really interesting the way they did it. It's like a rod, and then it moves around. You have a swivel right there. You have a nice deep hinged knee where this part goes in. This is very, very cool. So you get extra. It's not a double jointed knee, but psh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That is great. Now for the foot, it does rock. You see a nice hinge in there. And then it goes forward and back on this rolling hinge here. And you have a foot articulation there, toe articulation. So there you go. You're gonna be able to get this Iron Giant in plenty of poses. And again, don't be alarmed by that. That's it's really tight. Let's see if I can get him in a cool pose here. Ta-da! Alright, so taking a look at this Iron Giant in full, proportions are awesome. I really love it. I mean, the original one was one of my favorite figures of the year a couple of years ago, and this is looking like it's gonna be up there too. It's just beautiful. But I don't know, you know, sometimes I get bored a little bit. We'll see how much I like the guns, but it looks very, very good. I mean, checking it out from bottom up, really nice sculpt, solid, nice gray. I feel like it's a little bit darker than the original, but we'll look at that a little further in a second. Nice gunmetal here, great sculpting. All these rivets look cool. The thighs here look the hips look really good. I always make that mistake. I do not know why. Unfortunately, they do have these little like sprue marks on the back. I hate that. You know, I hated that about the first one. Hating it now. Ugh. Wish they could have done something with that. Again, the feet look cool. I love the bottom of the feet. That looks great. The chest looks awesome. Very nicely done. I love this, you know, piece here. That looks really good. I like the darker colors in there. That looks very, very good to me. This is all designed well. Feels really good. Tons of die cast in this, guys. It's heavy. You know, I'll just stop what I'm doing right now and show you. Die cast, die cast, die cast, die cast, die cast, die cast. I think some die cast. I don't know. Definitely all these joints and these like these bits here, all die cast. So it's got a good weight to it. I dig it. I dig it a lot. I like the arm here. The left arm looks good. The ball joint here looks good. The ball looking joint, I should say. Hand looks good. We saw that. Forearms. And now let's get to the stuff. The back is aces. Very nice. And now let's get to the new stuff here. For this battle mode, we have this amazing looking alien robot gun. I like this light blue in there. There is a seam line that goes right through there. It's a little bit annoying, but I mean, otherwise, very nice blue. Love the front here. The barrel looks cool. You got some piping down here. You got these like little mini guns there. And then you got this thing here. Looking really cool. Like a cog. I like it. I think it looks awesome. You can see inside some nice sculpt work as well. And then you got these little tentacle arms that look amazing. I do dig them too. The plastic is a little kind of cheap feeling to them, but not like they're gonna break, but you're kind of scared of a fall, but it does look good. I mean, overall, that gun arm looks very, very nice from whatever angle you look at it, and it looks fantastic. And of course, the head sculpt here is a new one that you didn't get before, and it is fantastic. Love the teeth, really nice. And then the eyes, the red eyes. My son is always looking out for the red eyes for the evil versions of the characters. And man, I think it started with this movie. I think this is the first movie he saw where he noticed that. So, and I didn't say it, but the head kind of rocks back and forth here. So that's cool. So you could get a, man, you can get so many different expressions out of that. It is so great. This and the original, so awesome. But these eyes look great. The red is nice. I love, you know, how they did it where it looks like it opens and closes there with all the little parts. That is fantastic. So overall, beautiful. And the rest of the head sculpt is nice. Two-tone gray. Just a beautiful looking figure. Man, I love it. It is so good. Yeah, this is awesome to me. I mean, I love this idea of the Iron Giant going crazy. you know, from the end of the movie. Yes, they could have made it even crazier, but as far as using this particular mold, again, this was a good option. You just had to change the head, just had to change the arm, and there you go. I mean, I hope, I really, really do, that 1000 Toys gets a chance to make like a totally new one, because they did such a great job with this figure, 1000 Toys / Sentinel, that I would love to see more. Give us a really crazy looking one, and you'd have my money again. So let's give this a quick look over. They look pretty much the same. I think it is the same. I do feel like this one's a little bit darker, but it's kind of hard to say. It could be exactly the same. Now, obviously, you're gonna get different heads here, and you get a regular arm. But yeah, I don't really see that much of a difference otherwise. I wish they did make this a bit darker, and I thought it might have been, but now that I'm really looking at it, you guys could look at it, it looks the same. Yeah, you see yellows, but that's just from my overheads. Get a little extra colors on my full thing here. But yeah, it's basically the same. So it just depends on if you really want this. The only problem is if you want this, you're not going to get any of the regular heads or arm. So you're kind of stuck. Now, the one thing I do want to show you is, if I can remember how to remove these heads right. Oh, the whole neck fell off. And yep, yeah, that's part of it. I don't know where that went. But that's okay. We really just need the head. There is the ball joint in there. And the neck piece fell off. So let me try to be a little more careful there. I was. Good. So now, if you put this here, right? Now, and you take off the tentacles, because I don't think it had tentacles. I could be wrong about that, but now you got the Iron Giant from Ready Player One. How cool is that? And of course, with that, you could create one heck of a spectacular scene. For your size comparisons, here's the Battle Mode Iron Giant with a bunch of figures you might have in your collection. And my final thoughts, I really, really love it. Is it that much different than the original release? Yes and no. I mean, you know, you're not getting any real variation in the body, but the awesome arm, the awesome new head, it's just so cool. I love that gun arm. It is so great, and that head has so much personality. It's just fantastic. So for me, it was worth it. And the cool thing about it was, because I had to cancel the initial pre-order for this, I ended up getting it on Amazon for about 20 bucks cheaper than the pre-orders. So yeah, you know, a little bit of a price drop, and there you go. I mean, you know, when you get up over 100 bucks, you really appreciate those little bit of price drops like that. So yeah, but it's totally worth it. It feels great still. It's amazing. The die cast, everything about it, beautiful. All right, very, very little to complain about, and nothing worth mentioning again. So I love it. That's all I can say. Give us more. I want more Iron Giants. Bring him on. I think there's another big one coming out this year. But we shall see if it comes out on time. But that's neither here nor there. Hope you dug this review. Let me know your thoughts below. And please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out.